Everybody, here we are, the final 9 of the 20th annual Four States Open, brought to you by MVP Disc Sports. My name's Mike Cory from the Joplin Disc Golf Club, and next to me is one of my best friends and fellow clubmates, Andrew Jinks.
Yeah, thank you. Happy to be here. Ready to watch this final round, watch the top disc golfers in the Four States area compete for this title, and it's going to be a good one. Going to give a big special shout out thank you on this final 9 to the Joplin Convention and Visitors Bureau and the Joplin Parks and Rec. They, along with the Joplin Disc Golf Club, put in a lot of time and energy to make this tournament happen. And we really appreciate their support.
Absolutely. It's what makes this tournament as good as it is. Allows us to run an A tier every year for sure. Here's who's on lead card. We got Caleb Bruce. He's the leader. Started today at 16 under par. Jonathan Fletcher, 14 under par to start the day.
From Colorado, we got Joel Freeman.
Big thanks to Joel for stopping by Southwest Missouri on his way through.
Big Abe, been playing rather well all weekend.
Hitting all kinds of putts. All right, we are in the woods. Hole 10's a par 4. It's a tough one. One of the tough 3 hardest holes all over here on the other side of the street on our property. It's kind of a straight shot towards out of the gate, and then if you can move left to right to finish, it'll really give you a chance for birdie. Birdies are very hard to come by. It's got a very hard right to left kind of shot, straightening out at the very end, all uphill. Important to stay in the middle, outside of the woods, if at all possible. Abe getting a kick there, not able to do so.
Right's not the worst place to be compared to if you were to go the other side of the fairway. You'd be really pinched off. But Caleb throwing it exactly where you want.
I think he'll be happy with that. Again, with a 4-stroke lead and lacing one right down the middle on one of the top 3 toughest holes. I don't think he'll be mad at all.
Good spot for Jonathan as well. And Joel taking the aggressive line. You like to see it.
Yep. If you can get that flex forehand to work and stay in the middle, you could get rewarded with a chance to get up and down for birdie. We'll see what Joel's got after this.
Abe having to go with a tomahawk out of the woods, and he executes it flawlessly. That's a great shot.
Way to recover there.
A little bit short inside.
So there's one guardian tree there he's trying to beat. Didn't quite do that. He may still have a chance to get up and down. I think Caleb is showing him more of the line. He actually pushed it a touch long, but there's some gaps in there. You're not too far from the basket at that point. Joel with a clean swing. Stays in there. I think he's probably C2, middle of C2. Again, definitely a bonus birdie if you could get a 3 on this hole.
Sounded like he was expecting a little bit more of a skip on that shot and didn't get it. Abe pitching around, he'll hopefully have a par look.
Fletcher found an inside gap, able to get up there just past the basket. Hopefully safe par. Oh, Caleb, nothing in his way, coming out of the woods.
Oh.
Gives it a cheeky run.
That was a really good bid.
Bonus 3. Oh, just off the cage. You're definitely gaining strokes on folks if you're able to connect with the 3 on this hole. That would have been a safe par from in the rough, but not quite able to connect. He'll settle with a bogey for Abe. Joel settles with a par.
You know, he definitely wanted a birdie on that one.
Joel 7 back, touring pro. You think he's going to make a push here on the back 9, try to take home this dub?
He definitely needed that birdie to really make it happen, that's for sure. We're definitely running out of holes at this point.
And Fletcher and Caleb tap in their pars.
But with these woods holes, you never know what's going to happen.
Hole 11, sponsor Knockwood Park. Knockwood Park rated one of the 5 best courses in Kansas. It's technical, beautiful, and worth a trip.
Hole 11, tough par 3 for as short as it is and as straightforward. Tight tunnel, got to finish with just a little bit of hyzer, but not too overstable. And if you hit any of the early trees, you are in jail, and you're looking at bogey or potentially worse without a lucky break. First round, Mike, on the video coverage, we had 4 shots that were either to the basket for birdie or hitting the basket in the air.
I don't believe it. Can't be done.
4 of the 5.
That's great. That's great. It's what I would expect from a feature card.
But Caleb doing the one thing you don't want to do is hitting early and kicking right. That makes this hole really tough, really fast.
Oh, Fletcher almost home free. Catches one of the late trees. Still up there, though.
Joel's just a touch inside. If that was just a couple more inches right.
It's kind of the MO of the woods of McClelland, right? You just can't be off by a hair because that's very punishing.
It definitely is.
Nice little flick up shot. Easy 3 there for Abe.
It's Caleb out. Yep, he had to go straight sideways on this hole. So he just had to take his medicine, pitch out, take a bogey.
Well, these par 3s are not the longest. They can definitely be punishing. Caleb getting a bogey there, that's going to hurt.
From way outside, gives it a good run.
Nicely done. Gets the par.
Get your par and move on.
Fortunately, no birdies on this hole for lead card. Actually got 1 bogey there for Caleb. Only 3 strokes up now.
Yep. Tide's turning just a little bit.
Hole 12, par 4. Kind of a tight little field goal trees there. You got to kind of go through, pumping it straight through the middle. Do want to finish over here on this left-hand side. That's going to give you the cleanest look into the basket here. There's a berm short of the basket. Circle 1 edge runs into about the middle of that berm. Kind of hard to see the basket if you're down there in the middle of it. So just important to stay in the middle, off the wood line if at all possible.
That looks like a really good shot right there from Jonathan.
Pushing. Didn't quite push far enough left.
Not quite.
But distance is good. Typically, you get the distance on this, it kind of eliminates the bogey.
Joel with a repeat of round 1. Oh, no.
Abe. Not quite hitting the lines yet over here across the street in the woods. I think Caleb sacrificed a little bit of distance just to try to hit that right to left angle, but comes up a little short of where he wanted to be.
Abe putting down a roller, but looks like it squirts to the left.
So we've seen an overhand, we've seen a roller, we saw a forehand roller on the front 9. Abe's pulling out all the tricks, trying to do his best to finish strong.
He even gets over there in the casual relief. Fallen trees. Looks like he didn't have to take casual relief, but that'll be up and over the berm.
That's
That'll
a great shot. Joel going a little more straight at it. Touch right to left. Oh, fabulous shot.
That nearly hit the bucket.
There was only about 3 or 4 feet between that last mature tree and the cedar, and he went right through him.
Caleb having to try something, being pinched off over on the right side. Hit a stick or a rock and didn't get the roller down. Fletcher didn't fare much better, though.
These holes can be pretty demanding if you just get a little bit off the intended lines. When you stay on the lines, they become very fair. And so that kind of gives the teeth that it has over here in the McClelland Woods.
Fletcher almost playing Plinko off the tree and into the basket. Caleb needs this to save a par, and he's got it. Oh, excuse me, bogey.
Drops another stroke. This is why you want to get the birdies on the front nine, if at all possible. You know, Caleb did get 6 of them coming across the street here. You know you're probably going to give up, you know, 1 or 2, even to some of the better golfers. I mean, these are just some tough holes, and this is why a lot of the pros like coming here to this tournament.
Yep, and there's Joel with a birdie. All of a sudden, he is 4 back. Our hole sponsor, hole 13. Heisernauts, supplying all your disc golf needs. Reach out to Chris Smitty Smith today. Hole 13, the straight and narrow. Par 5, second hardest hole on the course. Some tournaments, it's the hardest hole out here. You really have to keep it straight. You cannot get off the woods or crooked numbers really come up fast. And then on the finish, the putting green, it's a huge downhill all the way to the basket. Joel's up first with a little bit of momentum, and he laces it.
Oh, very nice shot.
Anything past that stump's good, and being up near the McWoods tee is phenomenal. So Joel is in prime position.
Kind of making a statement there after getting the only birdie on 12 and then lacing the tee shot of 13. Fletcher following suit, though.
They look like they're about 2 feet apart. Abe turns it over just a little bit, and that looked like it kicked deeper in the woods.
I think this hole can take anywhere from a 4 to a 10 pretty easily. There's some
Definitely
nasty numbers
can.
out there sometimes.
Caleb's actually the first person I've seen hit that stump in the air. It's down in a valley, so it's actually kind of difficult to get to it. So a little bit unlucky for Caleb right there.
Does leave him a good hyzer flip-up angle, though, for a second shot. Probably want a little more turn, but gets a kick back out into the edge of the fairway, so
Yeah.
not too bad.
Abe's still having to try to get saucy, and it's not working too well just yet.
Yeah, I don't think Abe wanted to pull out all the tricks on this round, but he kind of is.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good forehand roller there
That will get up there.
on the edge of the right side woods.
And look at these 2 drives, back to back. Fletcher first, Freeman second.
Cleany. Pushing.
Go, Jonathan.
Maybe the furthest I've seen in 2.
Definitely close.
Great shot.
Joel's got a chance to match that.
Oh, aggressive.
Cut just a little, turned over just a little too early.
The terrain is fairly rocky out here, so rollers in the woods is kind of dicey. You don't know how it's going to react, but I definitely saw the aggressive line there that Joel was trying to hit.
Yeah, being 4 back, he really has to feel like he has to push the envelope. Take every opportunity he's got. So roller was the right play there.
So even though the approach to the green is straight downhill, probably making it a little bit easier in that regard, there's quite a few trees that you need to navigate through, and it's easy to hit one.
So that puts Fletcher inside the circle or right at circle's edge. And Joel in the exact same spot. These guys are just lockstep this whole hole.
And playing it incredibly well. 2-foot jumper. You got to watch these rolls. Again, on a very severe downslope. Sometimes you think you're coming in pretty flat. It'll hit a rock or pick up and roll. You're very careful on your approach.
Just picks up a little too much speed coming down the hill.
Abe, no choice but to pitch out.
Oh.
One chain link wasn't enough. Fortunately, insult to injury, rolled even further away. Fletcher not able to connect.
He wants that put back, that's for sure. Joel with the birdie.
He is really making a push here now on this back nine.
That's phenomenal. There you go, Caleb. Fletcher's up and in.
Fletcher had a chance to tie for the lead right there. Wasn't able to connect. Only one back now, though. And Joel only 2 back. Definitely some guys pushing Caleb there in the lead.
It's tightening up, that's for sure.
Once again, big thanks to the Joplin Disc Golf Club. Andrew, thank you for all the work days you put together. Thank you for all those club members that came out, helped move a ton of debris out of these woods. Very thankful for that. So, hole 14, par 3, the easiest hole on the course. We actually saw Fletcher ace this hole the year he won the 4 states previously. This is just uphill, dead straight. Got a little bit of a sign you got to carry over just to kind of give it the right height. This is something I think all 4 of them hopefully are going to get up there, get themselves a putt for birdie.
You definitely feel like this is the must-get birdie on the entire course. And it's sandwiched between the hardest hole and the second hardest hole.
Yep. A slight reprieve from the par 5 going down, and then a par 4 right after this.
Not the best shot there from Caleb, but it's going to give him a birdie putt, that's for sure.
Abe, lacing the fairway now.
This is a big putt right here. Uphill and in.
Yeah. Hard to get your legs into that putt. Caleb made it look too easy.
And these other guys will be cleaning up their birdies.
No surprise. We got a star frame on the easiest hole on the course. One that they had to have.
Hole 15, the hardest hole at this year's tournament. Straight downhill par 4 with a big dog leg to the right. Sets up well for the forehand. To get a chance at a birdie, you got to go right past that cedar tree on your tee shot, and that will allow you to attack the green and find one of the 2 lanes that lead to this basket. Not easy off the tee, not easy on the upshot, but Joel executes this shot.
Joel says,
probably better than anybody.
not easy. Watch this.
First round, he was in that exact same spot.
He is really pushing.
It's a little too far left.
It's mostly leaves right there, so you are able to kind of fight through there, especially if you give it some good speed like
Look at that result.
Fletcher did. This is flipping up, but it's still a little early. You don't have a whole lot if you get into the rough over there on that right-hand side.
It's very pinched off, and it's pretty thick.
Oh,
Hey, right underneath the branch.
flirting with it.
Right down there near Fletcher and Freeman.
Yeah, Caleb, not a whole lot here. Trying to just get a position play. Kind of like the approach on 13 on that severe downslope. This is a right to left slope from this point on all the way to the basket, so you do got to be careful with the angles coming in on the ground.
Yeah, very easy to end up in the creek to the left.
Solid.
That needs to hit something.
Oh,
and
it does. Heading right to the creek. Instead, he's under the basket. Those are the kicks you got to get sometimes.
Oh, he did it again.
And that's the opposite kick. Easy to go one way or the other. Fletcher had the good kick. Joel had the bad one.
Mm-hmm. Joel, unfortunately, had 2 of the best drives on this hole at this tournament and wasn't able to execute either upshot.
Maybe because it's the hardest hole on the course.
That
I don't know.
makes it a challenge.
Definitely has teeth.
Looks like Caleb's going to take another bogey here. Joel does have a look. He got further up than we realized.
Oh, just right.
Cannot connect.
Definitely gave it a bid. Wanted that birdie. That would have been 3 in a row. 3 in a row.
Mm-hmm. Caleb, an unfortunate 4th bogey in 5 holes.
And with that kick that Jonathan had for a tap-in birdie, we have a new leader. At 20 under par, Jonathan Fletcher. But 2 players within 2 strokes. We're back across the street now. We got a short par 3, 246 feet. This does go straight uphill, though. It's a left to right moving shot. There's a couple gaps. There's an inside line. You got to kind of watch the ceiling on that, or if you want to go down the outside line, kind of pushing it long of the basket, you have a much higher ceiling to try to get up there to the green. It's kind of a rock wall bluff that the basket's set into. Very picturesque, but a very tough birdie at the same time. Rollaway is kind of the name of the game. With as much terrain as we have here at McClelland, your angle placement on the ground, very important, very important.
Joel unfortunately didn't pick the inside line or the outside line. He got caught up in the trees. Abe taking the inside route, but did not match the angle of the hill.
Really. This will be a good test for Caleb to see if he can bounce back here. He's got the forehand power for sure.
Looks a little wide, but
if it sits, he'll have a look. But you got to match the hillside. Joel, no choice but to just kind of pitch up. Did roll back down just a smidge, so he's going to have a little bit of an uphill putt there for par.
Big Abe running the big putts.
He's hit so many of those this weekend. Love seeing him out here. Glad he came to 4 States. Oh.
Front of the bucket.
Had a chance.
He knows he wanted that to get back in it. Turn the tight head around. Oh, Fletcher.
Unforced miss. So Joel kind of looking at his lie here. He wasn't quite able to get his foot right there by the disc, so did find a acceptable lie the whole group decided on. So got a putt here for par.
Glad we talked that all through.
They did spend a little bit of time talking through that, and fortunately he wasn't able to capitalize. Not the right time, if there ever is a time, to be taking a bogey with 2 holes to go. Now 3 strokes back.
That one definitely hurt. You could tell he was frustrated by it.
Big Abe almost connecting. Taps in his par.
Hole 17, sponsored by Discs Unlimited. Check out the website. They've been supplying discs for tournaments, clubs, and players since 1987. Hole 17, the one slight reprieve from all of the woods on the back 9, where you get a fairly open tee shot. You want to drive as close as you can down to the bottom of this hill, so that way you can hopefully get underneath the low ceiling on the approach to the basket. If you're too far short, it makes the ceiling fairly difficult. I expect to see some pretty good drives here, but that one is a little deep and into the one guardian tree, but it does filter out for Fletcher. So he's in at least an attackable position.
Abe doing a much better angle control. Really pushing it down there, kind of a hyzer flip up.
Anything past that first tree is very good.
Easier to contend with the low ceiling once you're down there on the flat.
Caleb definitely has to want to birdie this right here. Maybe a little shorter than he might have wanted, but it's right in the middle of the fairway, so he's going to have some attackable lines. And Joel puts a move on it.
Wow.
Puts a move on it. He's going to have the hyzer approach to the basket, I believe.
Yep, backhand, right to left. On a right to left slope coming into the green.
Fletcher having to go roller.
I respect the play. Matches the hillside pretty well.
Burns out a little early, but he's going to have a circle too, it looks like. Caleb needs this one right here. Needs this shot. That looks like it's it.
Oh, the last tree. Those limbs are very thick, hard to get through. Almost was home free.
Abe throwing it in, coming out just a little bit early, but he's going to have a big putt potential. And here's Joel with a mid-range hyzer. It's a little hot coming at the basket.
It does look good. I'm sure that was right in line with the basket from their angle, just a touch short. Definitely a look for birdie there. Oh, you know Caleb wanted that shot back. He knows he deserved another 60, 70 feet on it.
Jonathan just laying up, so both those guys are going to get pars.
So Jonathan going to have a one-stroke lead going on the final hole. Oh.
Abe all over the basket.
Try to razzle-dazzle it in.
Freeman needs this to have a chance.
Oh, look at that.
He gets it. It's a good birdie. 17's not the most difficult hole, but as the pressure starts to ratchet up, you can see only one birdie out of this group with one hole to go. And our final hole, hole 18, sponsored by Just Send It Disc Dies. Don't miss out on your chance to snag some unique disc dies. Visit the website today.
All right, last hole, hole 18, kind of the middle of the pack of the difficulty. There is an uphill left to right shot here. You kind of want to throw a forehand or backhand turnover shot to get out here into the open, which then gives you kind of a straight approach or a right to left moving approach shot up to the green. There is a gentle slope of right to left. There's a fence long that plays out a bounce, and then there's hazard on the right-hand side once you do get out of these woods that you got to be careful you don't push it too far out into the open.
It'll be interesting to see how many of these guys go for the big eagle play. You know Joel has to, and that's what he's thinking. He was just a little bit inside. You're just playing plinko, and it's kind of a poke and pray if you're going at the basket, because there's kind of a wall of trees you got to get through. Whereas Fletcher throws kind of the turnover. It's a little bit safer.
All the way through.
But it's all the way out.
That is the shot you want to throw with a one-stroke lead on the final hole.
Definitely.
Puts all the pressure on Caleb.
So Caleb knows Jonathan's in prime birdie position.
Here we go. Oh.
Catches the inside tree. So now he's got some work to do just to save the par.
I think he got out there. Pretty good upshot. See if he can get a skip. He's down there.
Yep.
Putt for par. Not what he wanted. I think Jonathan's kind of licking his chops right now.
Abe getting out to about 35 feet.
Let's see if Abe can hit one more highlight putt. He's had them all weekend long. Do it for the fans, Abe.
What is that bounce?
It's coming, it's coming, it's coming. Because of that right to left slope. Just outside the circle there for Joel.
Yep.
I know he wanted a little bit closer.
Yeah, it took a funny kick when it hit the ground. Jonathan's got this to execute. That leaves him about a 18-foot birdie putt.
Highlight putt. Oh, just short. That probably cost a couple $100 there, missing that putt.
Definitely affected the placing just a little bit.
Abe not able to hit the big one. Still a good tournament for him. Happy to see him come out. He actually won our Friday flex start. Made it on the feature card because of that.
Indeed he did. Caleb finishing with a par. And Jonathan, this is for the win. And it's in.
Not the prettiest putt, but it is in, and that is a W for Jonathan Fletcher, who is now a 2-time Four States Open champion. Hugs to his good friend Caleb. They had a wonderful battle. I got to walk with that card on Sunday. Got to see it all go down. It was a really good battle.
That's awesome.
Hey, there he is.
Your 20th annual and 2-time Four States Open champion, Jonathan Fletcher.
4SO champ.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here with the 2025 Four States MPO champion, Mr. Jonathan Fletcher.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, congratulations. Let's talk a little bit about the round. Maybe you kept it clean the entire way. I think that's very, very important to note. But talk about the resiliency you had because you were down 4 strokes after 9. Did you know that?
I did know that. Yeah, this course is just all about keeping your head in, battling, because bad shots are going to come, bad breaks are going to happen a lot out here. So yeah, I think that was just my mindset the whole round. Just get off the tee good, give myself a bunch of looks for birdie or easy pars, and prepare for the bad breaks and just try to bounce back quickly from it.
Yeah, and I'd say you did that. I mean, going bogey free out here is very, very difficult to do, and you were able to do that. I think do you know what that ended up rating your round?
I think it was 1041 before our card went.
Okay, all right. Well, that's pretty substantial. Great tournament all weekend. This is your second 8th-year win of the year, or third.
Yeah, second of the year.
But you've had plenty of wins.
And then second a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, we've been filming you multiple times this year, and it seems like those bigger tournaments, even if you haven't won, you've been in the mix.
Yeah.
What would you say has made that kind of shift for you? Because it seems like you're having your best year I've ever seen.
Yeah, by far. It's probably a lot of things. I'm a lot more content. Like, this is my job right now. So I've been a lot more content being able to say, hey, I get to go compete for my job. Not that I have to play disc golf for my job or I have to go try to make money every weekend for my job. So that mindset shift made a big difference. And I've been close to being pretty solid a couple years. And then I had a really good round at Ledgestone at Northwood Black where hit a lot of good drives out there and made some putts. And since then, I've been playing great golf. I think I've only lost one tournament since Ledgestone.
Wow.
So that's kind of a turning point.
Yeah, do you think you being with the big boys there and being able to perform against some of the best in the world and you realizing that you can compete there, did that maybe shift something in your mind that, hey, I am better than I think I am?
Yeah, I think so. Especially I played a decent first round there and then a great second round. So I had a sweet card third round. I was with Isaac Robinson and a couple other big names. And there's a little bit more pressure there. I got to play with Matty O, Gavin Babcock. And being able to still put together a good round and not make those squirrely mistakes, missing angles, missing short putts, like that I think made a big difference on the trajectory of the season. Because I was able to walk away from that thinking, yeah, I can compete with these guys. I can put it together when it matters and when it's tough and there's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, I mean, awesome performance this weekend. I don't know if you know this, but this win puts you over $10,000 for the year.
It's crazy.
That's the most you've ever made, right?
I think I've been just over 10 the last couple of years, but this is by far the earliest I've been.
Okay, I was going to say, we still got some season to go.
Yeah, I remember doing the math because I wanted to hit 10,000 probably before Ledgestone. I was like, man, I got to make like $400 or $500 a week for the rest of the year, and that's tough.
Yeah.
And in the last 8 weeks, I think I've definitely hit that mark.
Dude, yeah,
so
you've been grinding this year. Any sponsors you want to shout out?
Yeah, big thanks to Prodigy. They're my main sponsor, and then OTB Discs too. They keep my bag full with some discs and some goodies. And then Disc Gauntlet runs great tournaments in Nebraska, so support them when you can. And Wingspan Disc Golf, also from Nebraska, they run some tournaments too. So if you're in the area, hit one of those two people up and play a good tournament.
All right. Well, congratulations again, brother.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yep. Back to the studio.
All right, that wraps up coverage for the 2025 Four States Open.
Hey, Scott Adams with the fire emoji matching Jonathan Fletcher's next 7 under. Both of them shooting a great round.
Okay, so congratulations to Jonathan. Big thank you to Mike Cory, the Joplin Disc Golf Club. Look for the 21st annual Four States Open next year. Like and subscribe to Disc and Deals coverage, and we'll catch you on the next one.